Welcome to the Real Mama Pod.
I'm your host, Devon.
And I'm your host, Kendra.
We are real moms.
Sharing real experiences. The things people don't tell you.
Hey, Mama, hey.
Hey, Mama, hey.
How you doing, friend?
I am doing well. I'm coming off of a cold, so
Okay.
if I sound nasally, please don't mind me.
Well, as long as you sound awake, that's all that matters.
If this is your first time listening, I'm your host, Kendra.
And I'm your host, Devon. Welcome to the Real Mama Pod.
Welcome.
So we have a guest, as you guys can see, and we'll hear in a bit. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see her already. If you're listening, you'll hear her beautiful voice. But we have Shanera, and Shanera's been a past guest. Her episode actually did very well. She is the host of the Brown Mama Bear podcast. And when I say she drops gems every time she blesses the pod, she does. Mm-hmm. I think one of her clips that we have on TikTok actually went viral. And it's actually still going because the message in that episode was really good. And if this is your first time listening, I definitely encourage you to go back to listen to the episode. We talked about raising Black children in predominantly white areas. And as African American women or families, we find ourselves in this middle class range where it's hard to find diversity sometimes. And sometimes we are that diversity. And so she breaks that down in our episode and talks about some of the things that she faced as a mom and how she navigated through that. And then her podcast is just, oh my goodness. If you are not subscribe to her podcast, definitely tune in because every week she has something so inspiring for us to look into. And although she's an empty nester, she is still giving back to the community. And the bond she has with her daughters is just inspiring. Even though I don't have a daughter, like that relationship, like just to see that with all three of them is just beautiful. So welcome back, Shanera.
Thank you so much. I love being at the Real Mama Pod. I love I really love what you guys are doing and the ways in which you are consistently giving back to people. I've seen some of the giveaways you've done. It's just fun. I love it. I love what you're doing.
Thank you. Well, we're happy to have you back.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course.
So, Shanera, what's the latest? What is going on in your world?
I am so excited. I did a thing. Okay, so I've never considered myself a writer or an author, but I started writing some things and like, what do I really want to put on paper? And I came up with some journal prompts that I thought would be really good. So I have just completed a mother-daughter journal, and I'm really excited to get that out into the world. It will be in people's hands in time for Christmas gifts. So I'm really excited. And our very first book launch is going to be November 20th. So really excited. That one's an intimate conversation at a friend's home. And then on December 7th, which is a Sunday, the first Sunday in December, we're going to do a dance class. My middle daughter is a choreographer. She's a professional dancer and she teaches dance. She has her own platform that she does things. Anyway, she's going to dumb it down for people like me. And do a beginner class. But the whole thing is we want to do something fun and have movement. And I just couldn't think of a better way of doing it because she's the inspiration, part of the inspiration for the book. So
be a party.
Love that.
Yes, it's a party.
And so where's this dance party happening?
The dance party, it's going to be at a dance studio in right outside of Nashville, Tennessee, Franklin. Okay. And we've rented the space. There's plenty of parking, like all the things that you think of when you're like, okay, when I want to go somewhere, like we've thought it through all the way through. And we've got enough space. It's a beautiful dance studio. It'll be a whole lot of fun. But the most important thing is going alongside with the journal, I just wanted to do very real things. And so I just want to encourage people, even if you aren't in the Nashville area, you can't come to the party or the book launch, you can follow us on Instagram. And I hope it encourages you when you see the things that we're doing, because it's so simple that you can do too.
Yeah. Love that.
Exciting. Really exciting.
So, okay, let's talk about what inspired you to write this journal.
Okay, so a lot of times when you get over a certain hurdle in your life, it is so easy to just forget how difficult that stage was. I think I put this out of my mind for a while.
Yeah.
But the stage of life where my kids were going through puberty and coming into adolescence, that was the impetus for a lot of conversations.
Right.
And my middle daughter, the one who's the choreographer, the dancer, she just did not like to talk. She had very few words. And what she taught me is that not every child is the same, and they're not like me. As you can tell, I've got words for everything. You ask me, how do you feel about this? What do you think? I can talk for days. And she just is a person who prefers to sit back and think first and then speak. So even now, when she has something difficult she wants to say to us, or just something that she thinks is really important, is worth it, she will take notes on her phone and have like her notes app out. She has really thought it through. And then she'll come to us, Mom and Dad, this is I need your input on this. And that's just the way she is, even as an adult now. So back then, I didn't understand it. I just thought it was weird because she wouldn't talk. And so I had to keep going at it at different angles. Like, okay, she doesn't want to talk the minute I see her right after school. Let me try after dinner. She didn't want to talk then. Why don't I try after volleyball practice? I was trying all these different things. What I found out was maybe she doesn't want to use a lot of words, and that's okay. So I took a little spiral notebook and I started writing all the things I wanted to ask her. Like, how was your day today? I wrote her this long note telling her what I liked about her and stuck it up under her pillow. Then after dinner one night, I said, when you go upstairs and go to bed, check under your pillow. And that was the beginning of us communicating differently than I would have wanted to. But it was the way that was best for her. And that was the impetus for this. So I decided, what if I could help make that easier for every other parent out there? You don't have to think through, what am I going to write on a blank piece of paper? I'll give you the prompts. Just write.
I love that.
For paying attention to your daughter and just being mindful of how she likes to communicate, although it's completely different from you. That's hard to do. It's like we have this idea of how our children should engage with us, and it's usually built on how we engage with others, and it's typically not the same. Like my son and I are not the same. And I've had to adjust to how he likes to communicate. And he's also had to make some adjustments to how mommy communicates. Not always the easiest thing to navigate, but it is a necessity. And it sounds like you were very mindful of your daughter and how she likes to engage with people. And you didn't take that to heart. You built something out of this, even though it was more long term. So that's awesome that you were able to turn this into.
And let me tell you, I didn't do it well, though. When my kids were your kids' ages, I didn't do it well. I was trying to force them to fit into my world instead of me trying to figure out, like, I've been your age before. Let me try to think about this.
Yeah.
So, okay, I have a question for you, if you don't mind. Do you think your sons would engage with you in the written form?
Yes. I know mine will. So I actually write them little lunch notes every morning. They pack lunch. And
every morning?
They look forward to it.
You're the real mama.
And I mean, there are some mornings that I miss. Let me be honest. It's not every morning, but majority of mornings I will write them a note. And my oldest actually looks forward to it. So I think they would engage in the opportunity to write back. They also have this buddy system at school where they have a buddy that's in a higher grade. So I think they're in kinder and second. So I think they're paired with fourth and fifth. And so they write to each other every Friday. And so it's like, hey, Drew, what are you doing this weekend? Or it's a long day weekend. I am doing XYZ. What are you doing? So they have the opportunity to kind of write back. And then they have this fairies program that the fairies may write, because they have a garden in the school. And so sometimes the fairies may write to the students. So they really engage in that. So I can definitely see them writing back to me. So I can't wait. I'm speaking into the existence for the mom-son.
Yeah.
It's coming. It's coming. I started with what I know, as I did mother-daughter first, but the mother-son one is definitely coming. And then I also want to do one that's just parent-child, because I want to encourage dads to, and if that's something they would enjoy doing as well.
My husband
for sure.
would enjoy that. He would definitely engage. My husband packs my son's lunch. He gets the lunches prepared, and I get the child prepared in the morning. I am not writing notes. I love that idea. I've always loved the idea of moms, or even just parents in general, writing sweet notes to their child. I think my son would engage. He can be moody. One day he's all about writing and reading and all the things, and then the next day, I don't know how to spell this word when you spelled it yesterday. So he is hit or miss, but I think if it's introduced in a way that is fun and engaging, then he would do it. So that could be up to me and my husband on how we would engage with him in that journal, writing. But I think he would if we were to make it fun.
Yeah. For sure. I think at our kids' ages, for sure. Now, like I said, they love the note that I'm sending them, but they haven't written me any notes. So who knows when it's time for them to write how they're going to act, like Kendra said. So.
Well, let me tell you, it was a shocker to me. She was probably about 11.
Yeah.
And, nothing was cool I could do. Yeah. She's too cool. I was like, she ain't going to write me back. It was probably about a week of me doing it every day that the day that she came to me and said, Mom, check under your pillow. Oh, I was like, for what? What? You want to talk to me? That's all cool. But the reason I remember that is because it was a time that you could tell there was stuff that was going on, things she's thinking about, processing. And I think that children, especially when they're going through adolescence, they don't always have the words for their emotions. And so it's okay if they don't, look at it the way we do or whatever. So I think that the thing was she really did want to talk. And so I just had her on my podcast last month, and I was asking her, now, tell me about, I was telling people the story about the journal. And I said, now tell me, what were you thinking when your crazy mother said, go look up under your pillow? And this is what she told me. It felt to her like a lot of anticipation, like the tooth fairy. Aww. And so she said, I'm like, I don't remember that at all. I remember, because she's cool. But on the inside, she appreciated being pursued. And she felt like there was an anticipation. She couldn't wait to see what it was. Aww. And then she said to me, Mom, it just meant a lot that you would go a different way and try to figure out how to talk to me. I didn't know any of that. And I had never thought to ask her that question before. So my encouragement to you guys, right at this stage, is you never know what's going to stick. I don't understand memories. I don't understand how that all works in our brains. But they're going to leave your home with different memories than you have. Yeah. You'll remember when you took them to Disney World. You're going to remember when you gave them that best Christmas gift that they wanted. They're going to remember some of the very mundane things and the things that my adult children now tell me as core memories for them. Core memories are not the big things. They're kind of the boring everyday things that we would do.
Oh, I love that. Okay, so speaking of prompts, right? I have a little remix to this.
Oh,
So I was actually scrolling on social media, like I do, and there was something that popped up that was kind of like, okay, thought provoking for me. So I definitely want to ask you, since you have skin in the game. And so there was like a podcast episode going on, and the host asked the guest, like, who are you? And the guest was like, oh, I'm a mom. And she was like, no, who are you? And she was like, okay, I'm a child of God. She was like, okay, that's a start, but who are you? And she could not articulate who she was outside of motherhood. And so I think sometimes that's easy to do, especially in this stage of life and how needy everyone is and how much they depend on you. So I wanted to know, one, if you can describe who you are as a person. I know we did your introduction, but I would love to know from your perspective. And two, can you give moms some language of how to describe themselves?
I love this question.
Okay.
So I was just at a conference doing some networking and things like that, and met someone that I really admire. It was the keynote speaker, and went up and spoke to her afterward. And I actually ended up in an email exchange with her later. She gave me an email
Cool.
address, and one of the things she asked me was, "Tell me a little bit about yourself." And it was one of those, you write and then delete, write
Yeah.
and delete. Cause I was like, oh, that is, it was the same question. So I just did this exercise and I thought, let me strip away all of the people that have any dependence on me. Like, okay, so put that out of your mind.
Right.
Nobody who needs you in order for their survival to be. So that's even, for those of us who have aging parents and we're taking care of them, whatever. So anyone who's dependent on you, put that out of your mind for a minute. Okay. So that's the first thing. Then I would love for you to think, what is it that lights me up on the inside? And then start to answer that question. So for me, what I said was, I love people. I love good food and I love connecting. Like that, when I think about that, and I think that one of the reasons that I was placed on this earth is to be a connector.
Love that.
It lights me up when I get to find someone over here that needs to know somebody over there. And when I don't even need to be in the middle anymore. I'm like, boom, there's a connection. I did that recently with a girlfriend of mine who runs a nonprofit, and she was looking for somebody for this particular job. And I was like, let me keep that in the back of my mind. Then I was hanging out with a different friend that they didn't know each other, whatever. And she was the perfect fit for it. It was like, while I was talking to her, I was like, it's actually like she is a walking picture of this job description.
Wow.
So I connected the two of them, and they've been working together for about a year. And when I tell you it's a good fit, it is such a good fit. And I don't take any, that's not me that did it. I believe that is how I was wired. So that's just, that's the way God created me to be. So when I'm in flow with him, it lights me up to do the thing I was created to do. Yeah. So that's what I want you to do. What lights you up? And like nobody who's come out of your body,
Right.
whose body you come out of to be a part of this.
Yes.
It's literally just you. Who
Right.
are you?
Okay. Well,
We should all.
I love that. I was just about to flip it on you, Ken. I was about to
I
ask
want to
you.
hear y'all's. Yeah.
So
Devon.
it was my question, so you have to answer it first.
Tag, you're it.
You're used to the banter.
Who is Kendra? Aside from what Shanera just said, I am not associating myself with any person that has come out of me or I've come out of, or, and other things. So I am a person who is always on a mission for peaceful moments. I like peace. I am a Libra. So I need all things around me to be peaceful. Good organization. I don't like chaos in any form. So if I can be surrounded by peace and organization, which is usually not the case, I am my best self, right? I'm a person who loves the arts. So if that is food, like you mentioned, Shanera, I love food. Food makes me smile. If it's good, I'm coming back. I love
Yes.
to eat and try new foods. Anyone else who knows me knows I love a good cocktail, which also falls under the arts. It's like I am true to the experience of having and enjoying a well-crafted cocktail. Like
So do you like coffee too?
I do like coffee.
Yeah.
I do. Now, I'm not a coffee snob. I will not wear that crown, but I do like coffee. Anything that I can eat and digest and enjoy, I am all there for. I'm also
Okay, so do you like to cook it or do you like to consume it?
both.
Like, would you like, okay,
I do
okay.
like to cook when I have time. And I love to enjoy a good meal. Like restaurant hopping and bar hopping is a common interest of me and my husband. So it's like when we have a night or a day where it's just us, 9 times out of 10, we're going to try a restaurant of some sort.
Yes.
So that is like, I love all things arts and travel, which to me, traveling it can also be considered an art, depending on how you approach it. But I'm also a person who is very analytical. I'm not going to say I'm similar to your daughter, but I sit quiet for a little while just to scope the scene. Like I got to see what I'm working with. I got to look at everything. I got to come up with my own analysis on whatever is happening. And that's just how I move. And I do a lot of that in my work now, where I do a lot of research and programming for military teams. So I am a full spectrum of a person that is all things arts, peace, and good vibes, but also very analytical because I like to keep the peace in my space. So that is the spectrum of Kendra. I hope it makes sense.
Love it.
For whoever's listening. But yes, now I'm going to turn it over to Devonish, who's going to
my whole government?
That's federal.
Okay. That's what we're doing. For me, who am I? So, first thing when I think of myself, if I had to describe myself, I would say a giver. I give a lot, just naturally. From a little girl, I just always had that maternal instinct, and it shows up in all my relationships. So I would say I'm a giver first. I'm a lover. So I love romance. I love all the cheesy, corny things. I love. Backstory, Kendra, her husband, met because of me. But I feel like in my past life, I was a matchmaker.
Connector.
Yeah. That's another, I'm a networker.
We didn't even like each other like that.
They didn't like each other at first, but look where they at now. And so,
you're welcome.
I was trying to get them to name their first child after me, but it didn't happen. Let's see. I'm also a networker as well. I love connecting people. I'm like, I know somebody. I know somebody that knows somebody that can put us in a space or whatever. Or if someone else needs something, like, let me see who I know. And I think people know that about me. So they're easy to work with as well. They're like, oh yeah, of course I would look out for this person for you or whatever. And I love all things music, travel. I love music. Like, music is the way to
Do you
my
make
heart.
it or do you consume it? Okay.
I consume it. So I'm very lyrical. I love lyrics. I love like breaking down the context of, so I'm lyrical first, then beat. Some people hear the beat first and love it. Like if I hear the lyrics, whew, the lyrics, if it's a good song,
Like what? Give me your favorite.
let's see, what genre? So 90s R&B is my favorite genre,
Okay.
just in general. When we talk about like hip hop, I'm more like, I'm not like today's music, got an old soul when it comes to that. So I'm more like your Jay-Z, Nas, Kendrick
Yeah.
Lamar, those
Yes.
lyrical people.
Very lyrical. Yeah.
But I can turn on 90s R&B at any moment, any day, any time, and jam and sing my heart out.
Yes.
Yeah, and I love to travel. Traveling has been on a decline since kids, but we still try to find a way
Yeah.
here and there. And like Kendra, I love the art, so I love fashion. I'm a fashion girly. Not so much since becoming a boy mom. It's very hard to be fashionable. So my sneakers may be on point though. Okay.
There you go.
But my little high ho days are kind of over. And when I dress up, the boys are like, "Oh my gosh, mom, you look like a princess. Where are you going?"
That is so sweet.
Yeah, they enjoy it. It's just hard to maintain in this stage of life, but love fashion, like love fashion. So that
when
is
you
mine.
know that about yourself, you can hold on to it even when you go through ebbs and flows of seasons where that doesn't show up as much because you know it about yourself.
Yeah.
And I promise you're going to be on my side before you realize it. Like, oh my goodness, it's time for them to go off to college or wherever they're going to go off.
Right.
And when they do, and you have more time, then you know what to go back to.
Yeah.
The people who say, I've lost myself, are the ones who didn't define it early on. And that's how you can lose it. So even if you don't get to do as much of that in this season, you still know it.
Yeah, for sure. And I think Kendra and I both do a great job of holding each other accountable. Like, when I'm in a season, she like, you still need to book that massage. You still need to go get your facial. And I'm the same way. I'm like, did you book it yet? Like, it's time for you to go. I understand you have X, Y, and Z. I understand you had a flat tire yesterday, but you still need to get there. So,
Real
stories. So, true story.
It is so good for y'all are so good for each other.
Thank you. Thank you. So,
I hope everyone who listens finds themselves that kind of the Gail to your Oprah. Like I hope they find that because it's hard in these mama streets. It's hard.
All mamas are not created same. Yeah. And there's no judgment, but it's just like you need people. Sometimes people have a hard time hearing the truth.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you know I love you, you know it's coming from a good space. But sometimes people are not ready to hear that. People can get offended by some of the conversations we have, but we know it's coming from love. It's not coming from a place of malice. I would tell that to myself. She talks to me how I would talk to myself. And I need that and vice versa.
I said that to somebody recently. One of my best friends lives in Maryland and I live in Tennessee. So we're kind of far, but we will get on the phone and check in pretty regularly. This is the kind of good girlfriend it is. So I was having an argument with my husband. I was like, and he said, da-da-da-da, and then I said, da-da-da. And so she listened and she said, I really think you were wrong, friend. I was like, oh. When they don't co-sign to your nonsense, that's a good friend. That's a good friend.
That too. We won't let them know that. They would never know.
Need to know.
He can't ever find out that I ever took his side in life. That goes to my grave. Okay?
They don't need to know all that.
No. But I will tell her.
A lot.
Yeah.
And we've also learned recently, just over the last few years, and I think more so since we've had kids, but we have to have friends that hold us accountable. Any person that is a friend of mine that feels they cannot hold me accountable is not my friend.
Right.
Any friend that I have that I cannot hold accountable is not my friend. That is why we have each other, to hold each other accountable in moments of nonsense, right? So, Devon and I have these conversations all the time. Like, I will call her, friend, this happened, and X, Y, and Z, and I'm pissed, and I'm that, and I'm that. And he's like, friend, I hear you, and I understand what you're saying. You're not wrong. You may not have handled it in the best way, but you're not wrong in how you feel. Same with her. She'll call me going off, and I listen.
Yes.
I sit quiet, friend. I hear you, and I understand you. And you probably could have handled that a little bit
differently. Yeah.
Figure out how to
like
fix it. Let's work on fixing it.
Yes.
Yes, you have to have those conversations.
Make us better too. It'll make us better.
For sure. So accountability is hard to come by, and when you have that, hold on to it, because can't do it with everybody. So I'm glad you have that too.
Yes.
You need it. You need it. So, sometimes accountability drives us to drink. Right?
Okay, segue.
I learned that in grad school. Good transition sentence. But, so, Mama Juice is a segment of our show, which everyone knows Ken loves a good drink. And we've talked about this since day one, and we will continue to talk about it until cows come home. I love a good drink. And I felt that this was a very chill kind of catch-up conversation. Shanera is like, she's a part of the Mama Pod family. Right?
Yes.
Thank you.
This was some good catch-up. Hey, girl, how you doing? You got a new journal coming out. Let's talk about it. And it was really just a time for us to connect. And a lot of times, moms connect over wine. They'll call the girls over, have some good accountability conversations over a glass of wine, and that's what we're having today. So, this is called the Reconnect. That's
the Reconnect. I love that. Good title.
Today,
like
because
it.
we're reconnecting with our good sister, auntie, friend, Shanera, and again, learning about all the good things she's doing.
What kind of white wine is that? Like what kind? Which one is it?
So I don't know what this wine is called.
Okay.
I found.
I like Reconnect. Okay.
Trader Joe's is a store that we frequent every week. They have a really good wine selection that is affordable. I'm not a big wine drinker, so if I find a wine that I like, then it's got to be good, because I'm more of a spirit drinker.
Okay.
So this wine is one of those like everyday white wines. It's slightly dry, but it has some carbonation to it. It's not a sparkling wine, but I don't know. I'll have to send you a picture.
So it's not too sweet.
No.
Oh, that I could handle that.
Too sweet. So
yeah, I don't like it too sweet.
I'll have to send you a picture of it.
Okay. Trader Joe. Oh, I'll be at Trader Joe's tomorrow.
Everyday wine.
Reconnect. I'm a reconnect.
Yes, I reconnect. You can have a glass of this and call it a night, and you're good. So
yes,
love it.
We're gonna
So our next segment, I don't have a transition, but it's Mama's Corner. So Mama's Corner is my favorite segment of the show because it allows us to connect deeper with our guests, or to have a listener letter. If you guys email and ask a question, we try to answer those questions during Mama's Corner. So if you ever want to write us, you can write us at mama@therealmamapod.com. But I want to dig a little deeper with Shanera and her journal. So I would like for you to give us a journal prompt that's in your journal, so you can give people a little taste of what to expect, and then maybe answer it from your perspective.
Okay.
Feel comfortable.
Well, really cool. Okay, so it's set up in 3 different segments. So it
Okay.
starts out real light questions. It's what I call being in the shallow end of the pool. It's, it's not too deep. Then you get a little deeper. You get, kind of up to your neck. And then we've got the deep end. So, so we go all over the pool. So I'm just going to pull out one from the first segment. Okay, I love this question. If we had a mother-daughter bucket list, what would you add? And so for every prompt, it's going to be the mom's side on the left side and the daughter's side on the right side of the page. And so they can see each other's answers. But I really encourage moms to do it first. So I don't know about you guys, but I would get up, kind of try to get a jump on the day. So if you get up and have any kind of morning routine, I just say take about 10 minutes out of your morning routine and do it first. Stick it under your child's pillow and then encourage them to do it in the evening before they go to bed. So they can look and see what you have written. It encourages parents to be the ones to be vulnerable first as an example, show them how to do it. So, then I think it's really fun for something like that because then they could see what the mom said, or if when we do the do the parent journal, whatever it is that the parent has said first. In my viewpoint, what I would say is, and this one is a very, with like last 2 years thing that I've come to, I would say I would put going to the motherland. Oops, I'm sorry, I just dropped something.
No,
going to the motherland as a family. So I want to buy everybody's ticket, like nobody has to do it themselves, and I'm going to gift them a trip. So I just did African ancestry a couple of years ago, and what I love about that versus other DNA things is that they're not trying to give you a composite of where you're from. They're only trying to show you the people group that you were a part of pre enslavement. So I know the region that I'm from, and I wanted to, in the closest country, modern day country is Ghana. So I'm going to take the whole family to Ghana. So that's what would be on mine. What would be on yours? Okay. So the question for you, I'd love for you to answer too, is if we had a mother-daughter, so for your case, mother-son bucket list, what would you add to it?
Oh my goodness. There's so much I want to do with my Eli. I'm trying to think about where he is in life now. So he just turned 6 last week. And I would love to take him to I think it's the Mario World in Japan, maybe.
Wow.
He's been into Mario lately. I mean, well, over the last year, I guess he's kind of been switching between Sonic and sprinkling a Deadpool when he's with Devon's boys, or but I think he's an adventurous kid. He's into roller coasters and new experiences and theme parks. So I would love to take him to Mario. I think it's Mario World in Japan.
Love it.
A pretty expensive bucket list item, but that's something that we would have to plan for.
Girl, I'm not saying we financing it right now. It's bucket list.
Bucket list. Right. Bucket.
Yeah.
Bucket.
I have to ask my mom this question too.
Yeah, for sure. I'll have to ask my mom too.
Y'all, that would be a fun journal to do. Adult oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Do with your mother as adults.
Yeah. So you probably can do it with your mom with your own journal. Yeah, I love that.
You see, this is what I love. I love the give and take that y'all are giving me this idea, even as I'm telling you, like, I had this idea, I did this thing. And that's kind of what happened with my daughter. It's like she taught me how to think first before speaking, because that's what she likes to do and get her thoughts together. But it slowed me down. Right. I can't tell you how much I needed that in my life.
Yeah. Yep. You need one that's going to slow you down. I got one that slows me down all the time. He moves at his own pace. But Also, too, if you, I don't know if you're seeing like your mom over the holidays or anything like that, but please capture that if y'all do the prompt together,
Yeah.
not just for content, but just for memories too. Like that would be
Yes.
amazing. So please, please, please
I
capture
can. She walks to the beat of her own drum. I don't know that she would say she would tell me no if she didn't want to.
that.
So
Yeah,
we'll
try.
see. I could try. I could definitely
Listen,
try.
we have stubborn moms too, so we get it. We get it. They march to the beat of their own drums as well. So
Like
we
Yes.
they're in
get
their
it.
own band. Like
Yes.
They, yeah,
every
yeah,
instrument is on their accord. They are the
yes,
and the
Yes.
players.
hmm
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
So if she allows, please capture that. I would love to see that. So for y'all bucket list, I'm just asking you guys for me to be able to join you. If you go to the motherland, that's been a goal since like
Yes.
we've been trying to go for a while, and it's just something always happens
Y'all are
when it's
gonna
our time to
go.
go.
You're supposed to go what last year?
Well, we were initially supposed to go with y'all in 2020 for Jonathan's doctorate.
Oh gosh.
Mm.
That got
Forgot about
canceled,
that.
and then we were supposed to try to go again for our anniversary. That got canceled, so maybe I can just go with y'all.
Yes.
Crash a trip.
Yes.
For me, bucket list for my boys. I have no idea. They're so adventurous. Um, so I don't think there's like a Spider-Man Deadpool world anywhere. But if that was a thing, I would let them like crash out all day doing all the Spider-Man and Deadpool things. And
Yes.
Wolverine, I guess I'll have to include him too. But wherever that is, we'll take them there and just let them have the time of their lives. So
Do
they're
you
really into the
realize
superheroes.
both of you were recognizing that you wanted to do something that spoke to them? It shows how much you're connected and you already know them and their likes. And that takes time to get there.
Mhm.
I just want to reflect that back to you. Y'all are doing a great job.
Really, I'm into some of the same stuff that Eli.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like I love Marvel. I'm a daddy's
Yes.
girl, so me and my dad watch all the Marvel movies, the Transformers. Like when Eli was into Transformers, he still is. But
Yeah.
I was so happy. I was like, yes, Optimus
Yeah.
Prime, Bumblebee, let's go! Like I
Yes.
love all the boy things too. So it wasn't a hard
So
sell
good.
for me.
Also, too, if we didn't, they would shade us. Like, our kids let us know. They let us know. Like, I will tell you a funny story. So, for my son's 7th birthday, I was like, oh, we could swim with the dolphins. Like, that would be so much fun. And he goes, Mom, I think you should do that for your birthday, not mine. He's like, since you want to swim with the dolphins, you should do it for yours.
Your
And I was like,
birthday.
He got mad at me for his birthday this year.
I knew he had something to say about that.
Oh, he did.
I don't know how you pulled that off.
So Shanera, just to give you
What'd you do?
So my son, he turned 6 on October 26th. And I'm an October baby. My birthday is October 22nd. So I have always been about fall. I love fall.
Yes.
It's my favorite season. So I was like, this year we're going to have a fall festival for his birthday. So I was like, we're going to get a bouncy house and this and that. Like the whole theme was fall festival. So big
Yeah.
festival, this is the party.
It was really cute.
It sounds fun.
Yeah. Face painting. Like, it was a good time.
Yeah.
Festival. So my son likes to eavesdrop. So if I say any keyword that sparks his interest, he has questions. So I was on the phone, I think either with my mom or my husband, somebody, I don't know. And I mentioned his birthday cake. And I was like, yeah, like it's just going to be really plain. Like I don't want a whole lot of things going on. It's a fall festival. And he was like, I want a superhero birthday cake. And this was like the day before the birthday party. And I was like, It's like, Eli, I don't know. It's not going to be superhero this year. And he was like, I didn't want a fall festival. So my husband,
Okay.
yeah, so I wasn't talking to my husband. My husband was in the area. So he looked at me like, well, I think we're at that point where Eli's gonna have
He
to.
comes up with his own theme.
Yeah,
Of his own theme.
one week it's Sonic, the next week it's Transformers, the next. So that's why sometimes I just got to make the decision.
Yes,
But
yes.
now that he is old enough to use his voice and advocate for what he wants,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to take that into consideration. So he was like, I didn't want
Yeah.
to, even though
I was so shocked you went through with that. I was like, I wonder, and I meant to ask you that. Like, did Eli approve this? Because I have to approve everything with my kids. So
Eli approved.
I was like, did Eli approve this? Like, my sons told me their theme and everything the year of.
See,
So
they
it's like
stick
the
to
6th
it, though,
birthday.
friend. Drew,
They
when
do
Drew
stick
got
to
want
it.
something, that's it.
Yeah, he see it through.
He sees.
I love it.
Eli was
But he has the whole 10 years planned out already for Halloween. It's just, so we just fall in line.
What were they? What were they for Halloween?
So we did family costumes, and we were. My son was Deadpool. We are now dog owners, so our dog was Doggy Pool.
Okay.
I had a Wolverine, and then my husband was old school Wolverine with like the leather jacket.
Logan.
And I was Storm. Yeah, Logan. There you go. Logan.
Nice.
And I was Storm. So all curated by my 7-year-old.
Not on the radio on Halloween. Tell them what he said to you about your costume, friend.
Oh, so my costume as Storm, I was supposed to have white boots. Well, I don't own white shoes. It's just a thing for me. I'm not a fan. No shade to anyone who wears white shoes. It's just not my thing. And I had on black boots, and he looked at me, and he looked at the picture, the model on the costume. He looked at me again. And he was like, "So where are your white boots?" And I was like, "I don't own any." He's like, "Oh, so you're wearing black boots?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm wearing black boots." Okay. I was like, "Was my costume good enough?" He was like, "It's okay." And I was just like,
Okay.
It's too honest. He's too honest.
So
I love everything about that, though, because he was wanting you to look at the picture and be exactly that.
exactly. Do not.
He was.
He doesn't play. So we all get in line.
We were Mario. So I was Mario. My husband was Luigi, and I was Princess Peach.
Oh, yes.
We actually all dressed up this year. Usually we just let Eli dress up, but he's now at that age where he's like,
Yes.
so what are you
doing?
So now I can't get out of the Halloween dressing up. That's something that we're going to have to start doing every year. So
Yeah.
we
have ideas for days over here, so just let me know what you need.
If we need to Drew's solicit questions or ideas from Drew, we can just tap his shoulder and say, "Hey, Drew, any ideas on what we can be for Halloween?" So he'll.
I love that so much. That is so fun.
Yeah, it's a fun time.
And I think the fun is the part of it that like lets your hair down and you're connecting in a different way when you're having fun, because it's easy, it's effortless. You're not thinking about things too much. So when you're just playing like that, it's one of those things that's creating some memories for them they're going to have forever.
Oh,
that is so. I'm glad y'all participate. That is so fun.
We participate.
Today is my oldest daughter's birthday, and
happy birthday.
Yeah, I will. She moved to Philadelphia for grad school,
nice.
so she's in a new place. She's got some coworkers in her cohort that she could go to dinner with. But when you're in a new city and you have a birthday, it's just not the same as when she lived in DC for the last 5 years, and she's got friends there. So I, called her this morning, like, "What are you going to do?" It is so different when you're celebrating long distance with your own child. And, so we sent her some things or whatever, but I'm telling you, what I miss are those days, the fun, the fall festivals when they would get dressed up, they would go out, and then it was right after Halloween is when birthdays start in our family. So
I love that.
it's so fun.
Yay. Well, Shanera, where can people find the journal? Because I know they're going to be interested. So
Yes.
where
Well,
they
you can
find
go
it?
to brownmamabear.com. That's my website. There's a tab right on there. You can order the journal right there, and I will ship it off to you. So, real
I'm
excited.
so excited.
You can also follow me on Instagram. Brown Mama Bear Podcast is what my handle is on Instagram. And you can also order the journal there. I've got a link in my Linktree, so you can order it right
Wow.
there.
Awesome. Well, we cannot wait for it to drop, and tell your friends, tell your friend to tell a friend about it. So,
And gift it to
well,
any mom,
yeah, gift it.
dads, gift it to them.
I know about 3 people I'm thinking about right now. So,
Well, I'll make sure I send one to both of you so that you can send it off, because I know you don't have daughters, but give it to somebody.
oh, thank you.
I got someone in mind for sure.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Well, this was awesome. Thank you so much for your time. We can't wait to have you back. And we can't wait to maybe do a giveaway for the journal. So
Let's absolutely do it. I love getting free things. So making it so that somebody else gets something free, especially right before
Yeah.
Christmas, let's do it.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Well, until next time, mamas,